Hey there! If you love jaw-dropping stories, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our little storytelling family. Now, let's begin. I never thought one kiss could turn my entire life upside down. But that night at dinner, when Ryan pressed play on that video, everything I believed about my marriage came crashing down. My name is Emma. I'm 29, and I've been married to Ryan for 4 years. Until recently, I believed we had an honest, solid relationship. I was wrong. It all started a few weeks before that dinner. Ryan had been acting distant, barely texting, avoiding conversations, brushing off our usual weekend plans. I told myself it was work stress, or maybe just a rough patch. But something in his eyes felt different, like I wasn't the person he wanted to be around anymore. One afternoon, I went to a friend's birthday party at a bar. It was casual, nothing fancy. I wasn't planning on drinking much, but after a few glasses, I felt lighter, more relaxed than I had in a long time. That's when I saw him, Jason, an old friend from college I hadn't seen in years. We caught up easily, laughing about old times, the conversation turning flirty without me even realizing it. I knew it was risky, but in that moment, I wasn't thinking about consequences. I just wanted to feel noticed, wanted. And when Jason leaned in and kissed me, I froze for a second. It was impulsive, unexpected. I pulled away quickly, saying it was a mistake, but the damage was already done. After the party, I couldn't stop replaying that kiss in my mind. Guilt and shame weighed heavily on me. I hadn't meant for it to happen. I loved Ryan, or at least I thought I did. The next day, my anxiety grew unbearable. I knew I had to tell him. I couldn't keep this secret. When Ryan came home from work, I sat him down, my heart pounding. "Ryan, I need to tell you something," I began, my voice shaking. "At the party last weekend, I kissed someone. It was stupid. It meant nothing." His eyes darkened for a moment. "Just a kiss?" he asked slowly. "Yes," I whispered. "Nothing more." He was silent for a long time before finally nodding. "Thank you for telling me. I appreciate your honesty," he said quietly. I breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe we could move past it. But I was wrong. A few nights later, we invited friends over for dinner. The mood was light, laughter filling the room. I was still uneasy, pretending everything was fine. Then, halfway through the meal, Ryan stood up. "I have something to show you," he said, his voice calm but edged with something unfamiliar. He connected his phone to the TV. My heart dropped before the video even started. On the screen, there I was, clear as day, leaning in toward Jason. The kiss was longer than I remembered, slow and intimate, caught on someone's phone camera. Shame burned through me as our friends stared in shock. Some looked away, others whispered. I wanted to disappear. "Ryan, please," I whispered, tears in my eyes. "It was just a kiss. I told you it meant nothing." He didn't respond. The video ended, but the damage was done. Later that night, after everyone left, I confronted him. "How did you even get that video?" I demanded. Ryan looked exhausted, his voice heavy with hurt. "Jason sent it to me. He said I deserved to see the truth." That betrayal cut deeper than the kiss ever could. I asked Ryan why he had to humiliate me, why he'd shown our friends something so private. "I had to be sure," he said quietly. "I didn't know if you were telling me the truth. I was hurting, Emma. I needed proof." I realized then that trust between us was shattered, maybe beyond repair. In the days that followed, I begged for forgiveness, tried to explain myself again, but Ryan was cold and distant. The dinner video was a line crossed, a humiliation I couldn't forget. The silence between us grew unbearable. We still shared a home, but nothing else. The warmth in our marriage was gone, replaced by cold glances and strained words. One evening, a week later, I sat across from him at the kitchen table. "Ryan, please. Let's talk. I need to understand how you're feeling." He sighed, rubbing his forehead. "Emma, it's not just the kiss. It's everything after, the secrecy, the way you acted like it wasn't a big deal. You should have come to me before it even happened." Tears filled my eyes. I was scared. I didn't want to lose you. I was trying to protect us. You should have trusted me with your fears, he said, his voice softening. I would have helped you. It felt like a chasm had opened between us, one I wasn't sure we could cross. And then came another blow. Ryan showed me the messages Jason had sent him, taunting texts where Jason bragged about the kiss, threatened to send more videos if Ryan didn't back off. Ryan was furious and deeply wounded. Jason seemed determined to ruin us. That's when Ryan suggested couples therapy. At first, I resisted. The shame was overwhelming. How could we sit in front of strangers and expose all of this? But eventually, I agreed. Therapy gave us tools to communicate, to express pain without blame. For the first time in weeks, I felt a glimmer of progress. Ryan admitted that seeing the video shattered his trust, but he still wanted to try. I confessed my loneliness and fear, the feelings that led me to that mistake. It wasn't a miracle fix, but it was a start. One afternoon, Ryan surprised me. He had cleaned the house, made my favorite dinner, and left a note. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm willing to fight for us. I cried reading it, overwhelmed with hope. Still, the shadow of that kiss lingered. Sometimes I catch Ryan looking at me with a mix of love and pain. I know forgiveness is a battle he's still fighting. I've learned that a mistake doesn't have to define a person, but the path back to trust is long and fragile. If anything, I now know that honesty is the only way forward, even when the truth hurts. Maybe, just maybe, that kiss will fade into memory. Not the end of us, but the beginning of something we rebuild together.